Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Thank you for joining us this morning. Well, we do look ahead to the Winter Games. We are also looking forward to 2020, and we welcome to the program Calgary canoeist and national team member Haley Daniels, who will explain why it is taking a village to get her to Tokyo in 2020. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Well, this is quite an interesting story in how your sport has become an Olympic sport and how you as a female will be competing in the Olympics, hopefully to get there. But tell us a little bit about that announcement and what that meant for you and your sport.
Yeah, so women's canoeists across the world, we came together and we wanted gender equality. So the men were in the Olympics and the women were not for canoeing. And we put pressure on our federations, and we finally got an announcement in 2017, which meant that we could finally say that we're going to be working towards Tokyo 2020.
Incredible.
Yes.
And there's a lot more work to be done, not just the training, but also the fundraising that it takes to train and compete. So you grew up here in Calgary and you discovered the sport here. What does it cost for you in a year to train for this sport?
It changes, but year to year, but usually it's about $50,000 a year, and that's just covering my expenses. That's not having anything to play with if I wanted to go do anything for myself.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And like many athletes, you're committed to your training, but you also have life on top of training as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're people behind an athlete like any other person, so on top of training, we need to still be able to go and hang out with friends or eat healthy food. So yeah, really coming to the fundraising part just takes a lot out of my training time as well.
Okay, so you have recruited your allies here in helping you to head to Tokyo in 2020, which really isn't that far away when it comes to the amount of work that you'll have to put in to get there. So speak about the idea behind the fundraiser, and you have recruited your allies in terms of putting this together. So tell us about this fundraiser this upcoming January 17th.
So there's this saying, it takes a village to raise an Olympian or a child, and we kind of played with that, and I've been working with some event planners, an advisory committee that I have, and we reached out to my community and asked if artists in Calgary wanted to, actually not just in Calgary, wanted to paint some paddles.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of these paddles that will be up for grabs here, and what's this one?
So this one is actually a picture of me going off Elbow Falls, which is in Bragg Creek.
And next we have...
So this one actually is a fellow women's canoeist who reached out to me. She's in Alaska, and she sent this paddle all the way to Calgary to be auctioned off.
Incredible. And next?
This is my marketing professor. He has an architect as well, so it's a very different rendition of the paddle.
Beautiful. And you've brought along some as well here, so tell us about this one.
So this one is actually the first ever recorded pictoglyph of a canoe. And it's with one of my dad's good friends that painted it. It's actually burned in.
These are beautiful.
And then we have this one, which is inspired by Haida Gwaii. And then my favorite one is this picture here. It's a really special day for me. It was when we were in Slovenia. And it just speaks to me with the bluest water I've ever seen and the mountains. And yeah, I hope that this one is our highest auction, but I also hope that I can have another one painted so I can take it home with me.
Absolutely. And these painted paddles will be auctioned off at Crew Club Athletics. So there's a nice tie-in there with support from another Olympian who owns Crew Club, and that will take place on Friday at 6 p.m. So we have
Wednesday,
auction.
actually.
Oh, Wednesday? Yeah. It's January the 17th, and it's at 6 p.m. Thank you for that. Yeah. And what else can people expect on the night?
We're going to be eating the world with me. So we're going to have pierogies from Poland. Mina's Barbecue is going to be helping us with Brazil. We're going to also have cheeses from France. So really it's a night to help support local athletes, support local artists, and hopefully help me get to the games.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you the best in your journey. Thank you for sharing your story with us here this morning.